Shlomi, Aryeh, and Avrami arrive each morning at the Talmud Torah in Beitar. For them, this is natural. But for Slonim, this is the fulfillment of a dream beyond imagination. The Slonim Hasidus began in Slonim, Lithuania. The first Admor was Rabbi Avram Weinberg, a seventh-generation descendant of the Baal Shem Tov. At the end of the 19th century, he sent two of his grandchildren to Eretz Yisrael in order to establish Slonim in Tiberias. It was there that they founded the famous Or Torah Yeshiva. In Europe, the Hasidus moved to Baranovich. From there, Rabbi Shalom Noach Berezovsky was sent to enrich the center in Tiberias, which was then headed by his father-in-law, the Birkas Avram. The majority of Slonim Hasidim were annihilated in the Holocaust. At that time, the mood in Eretz Yisrael was despondent. The Holocaust survivors that arrived in Israel received support from the Slonim community in Tiberias. Rabbi Berezovsky moved the center to Yerushalayim. Slonim was re-established. Yeshiva's Beis Avram was built near Mea Shorim.
It's ready for the past generation, so for the past 60 years, because my father came here over 30 years ago to learn, and we're continuing the chain. So my brother learned here, I'm learning it, there's many more Americans, and Baruch Hashem, I say that we just have good words to say.
I absolutely love it. Everything, a warm avira and tremendous friends, and really time of my life.
Not far from Jerusalem, the city of Beitar rises from the Judean mountains. The Admor sent his students here to avail themselves of the affordable housing. Shmuel Uziel Schwartzman established the first Beis Medrash in Beitar. He foresaw that future generations would be drawn to this city. The Schwartzman saga reflects the history of the Jewish people. Avram and Tova Schwartzman perished in Auschwitz. Their son Shmuel studied in the Slonim Yeshiva of Baranovich under the leadership of the Beis Avram. He met Sarah in 1945 and then moved to the United States. In the United States, the Schwartzmans built a family and established themselves. Over the years, they forged a strong link with Jerusalem. They were generous supporters of Yeshiva's Beis Avram. Sarah and Shmuel were honored for their loyalty and dedication.
At this time, I would like to thank this great country, which opened its doors and asked under the current DP immigration law. It helped us to build a successful leadership family. God bless America.
And I saw that most of you, like myself, not slonim or chasidim. It just proves that you don't have to be a slonim or chasid to love the slonim or yeshivas Beis Avram.
And I must say that Mr. and Mrs. Schwartzman do their share very generously. They have not forgotten that which they went through to get where they are today. And they know that the world out there needs whatever they can do to perpetuate Jewish lifestyle, Jewishness, the observance of our Torah, because we know that the 5 books of Moses teach us a complete code of ethics. And if we study and we learn, we must be the chosen people.
Shmuel Uziel Schwartzman had the vision and foresight to recognize that Beitar was destined to become a thriving suburb of Jerusalem. In the Beis Medrash, voices of Torah are heard all day. Here we believe in living according to the verse, Ki hem chayenu va'orech yomenu, vehem nege yoimam v'loila. For the Torah is your life, and you should delve in it day and night. For they, the mitzvahs, are our life and the length of our days, and about them we will meditate day and night. The city of Beitar is referred to in the Tanakh. There were 400 synagogues in Beitar. 1,800 years ago, Beitar was the last front of the Bar Kokhba rebellion. The Romans killed many Jews. Beitar was desolate. Today, Beitar is a vibrant Torah community. The working community of Beitar finds time for Torah study. There's a special early bird kollel. As the sun rises, tens of chasidim gather in this Beis Medrash for learning before they start their workday. The Tinokos Shel Beis Rabban play an important role in the chain of tradition. They're taught to love Torah and to love mankind. The curriculum is based on the educational philosophy of the Nesivos Sholom. Only a teacher who loves his students belongs in the classroom. The student body is constantly growing.
What we see here is the fruit of Yeshivas Beis Avram and the future generation of Yeshivas Beis Avram. The students of Yeshivas Beis Avram who married build their homes in the young city Beitar Elite and build a beautiful community which includes 200 families. The principal of the Talmud Torah is Harav Yaakov Rothenberg, who is devoted with his full heart to the success of the Talmud Torah. The Talmud Torah began with a small amount of children, and it's so big today that it cannot accept all the kids which would like to learn in this Talmud Torah.
Recently, a cornerstone was laid for a new Talmud Torah complex. The slonim or chasidim of Beitar perform acts of kindness for the entire community. An organization called Sois Tosis was founded. They help needy families celebrate their smachos by offering a hall and catering at non-profit minimal cost.
Sois Tosis is a kitchen for needy families, for simchas, for bris, for sheva brachas, for bar mitzvahs, for any simcha. All the people that are working here are volunteers. Every time, sometimes not everyone is here, we just call a few friends, and they come down like for an hour and do whatever you need to do in the kitchen.
In addition, they offer food to poor families at a fraction of the usual cost.
This goes on like almost every Yom Tov, a few times a year, before Pesach, before Sukkot, in the middle of the year. Things that are bought with very, very cheap prices and given all the families that just can't afford to push through the month.
I don't have enough words to thank for the Iguna Chesed they do all over the years.
Hatzalah in Beitar is headed by slonim or chasidim, providing life-saving services to the entire community.
Slonim community has a very unique part in the establishment of Beitar since day one. They're involved in building their own community by building their school, their shuls, their yeshivas, and by volunteering to the community, giving out food to families that need it. The head of Atzola is slonim. Anything that can volunteer and help the community, you see slonim and chasidim involved over there. Their unique contribution to Beitar brought this community to be what it is today.
The building of a new educational center in Beitar will enable us to spread Torah and Derech Eretz. The flame of Torah was ignited in Baranovich. It was nearly extinguished in the Holocaust. It was rekindled in America. Today, in Eretz Yisrael, the fire of Torah study illuminates the world.